Making America wealthy again. Americans' household net worth hitting a record high, soaring to $176 trillion, according to new Fed data. That's up a whopping $7 trillion in just 3 months, thanks to a $5.5 trillion stock market boom and a spike in real estate values. And that's the problem that I have with the data. A lot of it is paper money, Larry. And I'm not saying that when I look at my 401k at records every day, it doesn't make me happy, but that's not money that I can touch right now. And most people can't. The psychology is like the people look at that number and all of a sudden they think they're rich. Right. My disposable income hasn't changed and prices are still high. So I feel the crunch there.
Yeah, you have a point. You have a good point. Well, I'd say it's a B kind of point.
Okay.
It's not an A point.
Wow.
It's not an A
Jeez.
point. It could be a B minus point because because you don't want to put it to work. You want to hold. If you own the stock market, it gives you a tremendous cushion, which allows you to have greater discretion over the rest of your income or holdings. I do agree, though, if you're a youngster, this is the Mamdani-effect warning that Charlie Kirk made, that if you're a youngster, you don't have a big portfolio, and you're just starting out. So they're the ones with the smallest cushion, and they get hurt the most by prices that you described. So that I'll raise it to a B. It's a good point.
I'll take the B.
But to some extent, it is an important driver of the economy. I mean, stocks and valuations of companies, there's a knock-on effect, a positive knock-on effect. And I think the stock market is predicting a boom. I mean, I don't think President Trump's boom is here yet, but I think the market's predicting a boom. And I think that's a fabulous thing. And it's not just the 7 magnificent stocks. Ed Yardeni, who was not a Trump follower, but he was writing up, and he said, it's not just the magnificent 7, it's the impressive 493. They're doing very well too. And if you look inside the sectors of the S&P 500. Industrial stocks are doing very well. That's the factory potential factory boom. Material stocks are doing very well. You got to buy stuff to put together, and what we need is to really round this out. Is we need more housing. I mean, housing prices are up. But I think we just lower rates would help housing.
Are holding on to their houses. We were talking about this earlier. They're not moving around. They want a certain price. When they don't get it, they delist. But that paper money is kind of part of their calculation, Adam, of their net worth as well. But stock market gains are great. You still have to pay capital gains on those. When you sell them and you realize the gain. We still need to see real wages increase.
Oh, they've been increasing.
They've been increasing, but yeah. I think even more.
Well, sure. You always want to make more money. I mean, that's just the way we're wired. You always think that next year is going to be better, even though sometimes it's not. But speaking as an investor, and remember, that's my prism. The prism through which I see the world is all these wonderful companies that embody American ingenuity that we invest in. For 3 quarters now, we have had either double-digit or near double-digit earnings growth, and coupled with this, we've had either record or near record profit margins. In spite of everything, in spite of Biden, because there's take stuff to percolate.
It's a really important point.
Yeah,
I mean, and probably profits are the mother's milk of stocks.
Yes,
but it tells you a lot about the success of business. Yes, business is doing pretty well.
And I think, Larry, we are going to see another quarter. Remember, earnings season begins again in about 5 weeks. And I think that we're going to see a 4th quarter of what I just talked about. I think this is a golden moment to invest in America. A lot of it has to do with earnings. A lot of it has to do with what's happening in Washington, where we finally have an administration that prioritizes success on Main Street and success in the boardroom.
But Main Street has to see it. That's why median household income is what I usually look at as a better indicator of how the whole country's doing. The market is a great forecaster for what's going to happen. It always has been, always will be, and they see a boom time coming. But median household income is where it hits Americans.
But that boom time for the market will also help. That manufacturing boom will help the middle class. Remember, Biden went after the middle class, and Trump is saying we're undoing that. We're going to try to strengthen the middle class.
It will. I mean, the business incentives. I mean, the greatest thing that Mr. Trump did in the first term was drop the corporate tax rate from 35 to 21 with 100% immediate expensing. He's basically done it again. It's in this one big beautiful bill. Now it's been made permanent.
Yes.
Right.
That is so. Kevin Hassett did the work on this. I'm sorry, I'll be out in a minute. Kevin Hassett did the work on this when he was a researcher at AEI. The biggest beneficiaries of lower business taxes are, wait for it, the workforce.
Right.
Not consumers, not the stock market, the workforce.
All right.
Hold that thought.
I like
We have more after this.